Hi, welcome to TJ and Jodi's house.
Greetings, loved ones, friends. Hey, friends. It's the TJ and Jodi House podcast. And did we do one last week? Is this 2 weeks in a row?
We didn't last week because
it was Martin Luther the King Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So, so we still haven't done two in a row for the new year. All right, so we'll hopefully we'll do one next week, so that will make two in a row. But yeah, it was Martin Luther the King Jr. Day last week, so we didn't do it.
All right.
Oh man, that means I got to work 5 days this week.
I know.
Well, we wouldn't be here but for Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
That's right.
Now, we're supposed to have a meeting with them next week, right? Or this week. When are we supposed to get together with them?
I'm not 100% sure.
You're not?
No.
I thought you were supposed to cook for them. They were coming over for dinner.
I mean, I will, but I haven't set it up.
No, let's not do that. We want to keep them, so we don't want you cooking
You're
for them.
right. Oh, true. That's true.
I'm sorry. You're a great cook, Jodi.
No, I'm not, and I'm
You
okay
are.
with
You're
that.
pretty good. You're pretty good. So if you need furniture for your bedroom, for your living room, you need mattresses, pillows, all of that stuff. Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Used to be called Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, but then they got so much furniture, and they became, more of a furniture store than a mattress store.
That's right.
But then again, I think it's about even. Because the mattress is the backbone of their organization.
Sure.
It's what made them.
They have it all.
The mattress.
Yep.
So what did you find that that they've got special going on?
Well, they have a new item in, and it's called the Easton Bridge Sofa Chase. And it's in stock, ready to go. So you can go on their social media and see it for yourself. Katie is sitting on it, showing you what it's all about.
Ooh.
I know.
If it were realistic, though, Katie would be asleep on it.
Yeah.
Because she's the lacy.
But you can go to
She's very lacy.
It's called Sweet Dreams LKN on Instagram.
Yeah, and
You can
they
see
have
cute Katie.
They have a great delivery service, and they're fine people, and they're always full of bull, as they say, especially that old Greg.
Yeah. He's on some videos on there too. You can find
him and that other fellow that wears the costumes and stuff.
That's Matt, the mattress man.
They're just cards is what they are. They're a couple of cards.
They do TikToks on there. I mean, they're always entertaining.
Well.
Oh, not TikTok anymore, I don't think.
Who knows? But anyway, they're great. And
not TikToks, like TikTok trends, like the dances and stuff. Yeah.
Right. But on the
On
Instagrams,
Instagram,
and they'll do
on
it
their
on any
page.
social. Just if you request a dance, they'll probably do it for you.
Probably will.
It doesn't matter. All right, so go to tjriggins.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. As we sat down here, Jodi goes, I don't know what we're going to talk about. And then I said, I don't either, really. So,
Oh, you didn't prepare?
no, I didn't. I've been too busy because,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I mentioned this to anybody, but I was doing 2 separate broadcasts. I mean, one for the regular TJ Riggins show. Well, actually, more than that, because then we do other podcasts and all of that stuff. But then I was doing 2 days this past week, a real political talk show on a real news talk radio station in Charlotte. Have I mentioned that I did that?
Not only did you mention it, you were the happiest fella those 2 days doing that.
It was fun. It really was.
Yeah.
It was fun. And one of the fun things about it was that I'm not an employee or under contract with them. I was just filling in.
Right.
So I could just let it rip, And
run.
some of the times I would say something that doesn't sound like a regular conservative talk show host would say. I guess a little bit more plain talk, like people would talk to each other about. And I got like some in the room with the behind the scenes people, like,
You got that with me too, by the way, at home listening. I was like, ooh, gosh, this makes me nervous.
It was fun though.
But I didn't get to hear the one that you did on Friday, but I'm going to go back and listen. Were you even more?
Yeah.
Oh, because you knew you were leaving.
Well, I don't think I was more on fire. That's what I was.
Whew.
I was bringing the heat.
I'm glad for you, but it does give me heart palpitations. Yeah.
But it's kind of like, when the grandkids are with the grandparents and the grandparents just let them run wild, do whatever they want to do because they know, hey, we're not going to have to deal with them.
Yeah.
The parents are coming back to get them in a few hours. So
Well, I'm going to go back and listen to Friday
now,
so I can get heart palpitations.
after that was over, I thought, ooh, maybe I should have done it a little differently because even though I'm not an employee or anything, and I was just filling in for one of the hosts that had to be out, I may have ruined my chances to be a regular host.
Oh.
Like guest host.
Yeah.
They have a list that they have a list of guest hosts that they'll go to.
You ruined it? You think
Maybe.
you ruined it?
I don't know.
Oh, gosh. Okay, great.
I don't know.
Yikes.
But the people in the building seem to enjoy it. Maybe not the people in the building who have big offices
Yeah.
to themselves and all that, but the employees, like the ones in there mixing it up, they seem to like it. So what I'm saying is that the bosses may not have liked it, but the other employees did.
It was quite the political week for you because Monday was the inauguration.
Yeah.
And I watched all of it. And finally at 2:00, I thought, oh, okay, I'm still in pajamas. Maybe I shower and put on some sweats. And then I watched all night too. Like it was
Yeah.
I was exhausted.
But you were watching more like people used to watch the Academy Awards and stuff. You wanted to see people's outfits and who was making faces at who and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I really was. Yeah.
But yeah, I watched a lot of it.
Yeah. I saw some beautiful clothes. Beautiful apparel.
And I thought J.D. Vance's kids were funny.
Hysterical.
Especially one of those little boys.
He's funny. I loved him holding his little teddy bear. And his little girl that had all the Band-Aids on her fingers. I said, she wasn't hurt. They were probably like, she said, I love Band-Aids because how kids go through that. And they were probably like, just slap them on if you'll be good.
Yeah. Here, just you'll get another one after every little event.
Right.
You don't make a scene.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was cute.
Yeah, it was really
It was
cool.
fun. It was an interesting, fun day.
And I talked about that on the when I filled in on doing a political show. Did I talk about that yet? That I did a political show
No.
on an AM
Well, I'm
News
so
Talk?
glad you're mentioning it.
But there has been a lot of stuff going on, in this short week because having Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day off and everything.
We've been busy.
It's been so cold. And Southern people ain't supposed to.
No, we're not.
Have to live like that.
So cold that it snowed in Louisiana at our family's home. Well, my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours. I don't think yours got it. They were too far north in Louisiana.
Yeah, my mama didn't.
South
get snow,
Louisiana got it. It was weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And seeing snow all over the beaches and everything in North Carolina
and in Charleston
and in Florida.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's pretty for a day, and then okay, move on.
Yeah, we're not fans of the snow.
No,
we're not the types of sit there and go, I just wish it would snow. No. We haven't had snow in a while. And
I don't, and I
don't
do
want a white Christmas. I don't want any of that.
I wouldn't mind that. I don't like that cold though. That wind has been biting every time you go outside. Mm-hmm. It's awful. Today you said it feels like spring. I haven't been out there.
Yeah, I went outside to get something out of my truck, and it's hot. Not hot, but it's sunny and
your hot is not my hot.
Something.
Right.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think our little friend Jenny is being mean to her handsome husband Michael because he's very hot natured, and he doesn't like to wear a jacket even when it's cold outside. And she acts like he's just breaking the law by not wearing a coat.
She saw goosebumps on his arm is why.
Well, if he doesn't want a coat.
Well, I'm not getting into it.
It's just one of those, like my mama would look at me when I was a kid and go, take that sweater off. You're making me hot.
Okay, but listen, you remember when Aiden, our son, wore shorts all the time well, still does kind of, all the time. And you did not like that when it would be cold out and he would be wearing that. Because why? Why didn't you like that?
But Aiden is my son.
I know, but why didn't you like it?
Michael is not Jenny's son.
But why didn't you like him wearing that in the winter?
Because I didn't want him to be cold.
Okay, but he said he wasn't.
Okay, well then I was okay with it.
No,
he's not cold.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
What do you think the reason was that I didn't want
because
him
he
doing
looked
that?
ridiculous wearing shorts when it is 30 degrees outside. That's why.
Yeah, but he's not grown. Back then, I was telling him because he needs. I'm trying to teach him.
I'm not gonna.
But there's a difference in wearing shorts and then not wearing a coat, wearing long pants
Sure.
and no coat.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing. Women are mean. That's all I'm trying to say. Women are mean.
Okay.
Just plain mean. If a man he wants to
And
wear.
men are dumb.
If he
Plain
wants to wear
dumb.
a t-shirt with no jacket, when it's 40 degrees, then fine. All right, so we have a show that we've been watching. I don't know if we haven't been watching it.
We haven't talked about it.
To talk about it here. So
And we need to tell where we got it from and all that.
yeah, and when we start quoting the show, I mean, we may get some complaints about being racist or something.
What?
I don't know.
It's the show.
I know. People are just touchy.
Oh,
They're just
I don't
touchy.
want to upset anybody. I don't have time for that.
I don't care.
Tired of
I
that.
don't care because, hey, you know what? My heart is pure.
Sure.
I don't have any bad meaning behind whatever I may say.
Exactly.
My heart is pure. So pure.
Okay.
All right. So we'll get into that coming up next.
More from TJ and Jodi's house coming up.
Buying diamonds in Antwerp, Belgium, like our Gregory Jewelers does, is something special. Your diamond is extra special, so we go the extra mile, literally, to the diamond capital, where selection and value are the best. To our Gregory Jewelers, that really is something special.
Add TJRiggins.com to your phone's home screen. Open your phone's browser, type TJRiggins.com, and click the top banner to learn how to easily add to both iOS and Android phones. Everything is now on the homepage, TJRiggins.com.
When it comes to all things real estate, especially in the Lake Norman area, there is no one better than the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. We've used them for years. They're our friends, and you are going to love them. Just go to tjriggins.com/Temple Team. tjriggins.com/Temple Team.
TJ and Jodi's house.
All right, before we get into talking about this new show that it's not a new show, but it's new to us, a show that we've found that we think is really funny. These really, really luxurious blankets that I have so graciously agreed to endorse from Cozy Earth. I mean, they begged me. I said, all right, finally. Yeah, just send me something. I sent me this blanket called the Bubble Cuddle blanket. And it's heavy and luxurious and soft, so soft. And I said, all right, this is an okay product. I'll endorse it for you. And they were like, oh, my God. I mean, it was the feather in their cap from having all those reality show women doing it and all this stuff. I mean, they were like, you know, they got the white whale is what they got when they snagged me. And I said, but I can't do it just like everybody else. What is the biggest discount you've been given to those other celebrities when they sell it? And he said 40%. I said, okay, well, mine's got to be higher than that. And so they said, okay, 41%. All right. So if you go to tjriggins.com/deals, and then you can order that Bubble Cuddle blanket.
That blanket is the best.
From Cozy Earth. And it's 41% off when you use the promo code TJ. Now, while you're on there, if you want to go ahead and order some other luxurious, I mean, this is a really nice company with everything from bed sheets to hoodies and sweaters and even skincare product, all that kind of stuff, and it's all top of the line stuff. But that you get that 41% discount on all of it.
Can I get that if
when
I
you
order
use
some
the,
sheets?
Do what?
Can I do that if I order some sheets?
Yeah.
I want some sheets from there.
Sure, obviously. I mean, you're one of my biggest fans. My fans get the 41% discount. You're the president of my fan club. Might even get you 41.2% off.
Ooh. Okay.
So tjriggins.com/deals, and then the code TJ at checkout for Cozy Earth. And I'm so glad that I relented and agreed to endorse their product.
I bet they are thrilled.
Okay, so we have a friend. We have this couple that we're friends with, and probably been friends with them the entire time that we've lived in this Charlotte area.
Yeah.
So how many years is that? 25, 26?
About 26.
Yeah. Their names are Brian and Christy. Christy and Brian. And Christy watches so many shows. I think we've told people about Christy before. She watches so much TV. It's just incredible how she fits it in.
I know. It's insane.
It's almost like, you know how speed readers can read so many books? And it's almost like she's a speed watcher.
Yeah.
To be able to, you can't hardly name a show that she doesn't go, oh, yeah, we've seen that. That was good. I've seen that.
Well, when it snowed a few weeks ago, it was on a Friday, I texted her and I said, what kind of shows are you watching now? What's something I can watch? Because I wanted to watch something that's quick shows, maybe funny. So anyway, she gave me a whole list. I am personally watching that she told me about on my own, Younger. I know that's been out for a while, but they just came out with, I think, season 6 on Netflix. It's like 22 minutes. Hilary Duff's in it. Such a cute little show, but it's just for me. It's not for us to watch together. He would be talking so much stuff about it, but I enjoy it. And it's a good show. So then she said there was another one that she told us about, and she said that her husband Brian even loves it and laughs at it. So I was like, oh, okay,
and
well,
this
is
a curmudgeon.
good. No, he's not. But it's the same thing. She likes things that maybe he doesn't. So it's called Kim's Convenience.
Yeah, and it's a Canadian sitcom.
It's been on. What I say? It started in 2016.
Yeah.
To 21
6 seasons or something like that, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. It is so funny.
And so I thought that, I'd heard of the show and all that, and I thought that Aquafina was on it. You know her? She's the...
you keep saying that, and I don't know that.
You know the movie that about the, what is it, crazy Asians where they were getting married?
Yeah.
She was the funny friend in that with a deep voice that talked like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I was thinking she was in it, but maybe she was in some of the last seasons that I saw. But it is funny. It's really funny.
So funny.
And we've been talking to each other the way they talk to each other on the show, because it's about a middle-aged couple that owns a convenience store in Canada. And they have 2 young kids they're not young, but they're young adult
20s,
kids.
Yeah.
And they have no accent. You know, they speak clear English. Like, I don't even know if they know any Korean, one of those situations. But the parents were raised in South Korea, and they speak with Korean accents, and they're so funny. Now, the actors don't really speak that way.
Which that freaked me out when you showed me that.
I figured when I was watching, I said, and I Googled, the actors' names and them without an accent. And it's just, you would never know that they had ever, have no, their accent sounds nothing like anything but English.
Yeah.
Maybe Canadian because they say sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But
I think they may have received a little woke flack over it.
Really?
For stereotyping and all of that, because they speak in broken English and the whole,
so
people are so sensitive.
And the girl too that on there that works at the car rental place is hysterical.
Yeah, the whole show is
it's
just really
funny.
Yeah, and so if one of us says something and the other one doesn't know what they're saying, we'll go, "What you talking?" And that's what I was saying earlier. If we go on about trying to imitate the characters and all that, that's when people be like, "Ooh, why are you speaking that way?"
Well, that's what they said.
Appropriation.
What you
whatever
talking?
they say. What you talking?
What you talking?
This is very good. I'm Mr. Kim. That's the way he talks.
I love it.
But yeah, and when we're talking about these new shows that we found and all of that.
Well, they're old, but
right.
new to us.
And I always wonder if we sound like the old people telling all the young people stuff they already know.
Maybe. Who cares? We're old.
They're like, of course, who hasn't seen Kim's Convenience?
Well, I cannot, and I like it too because it's funny because we don't usually find comedies that we like.
No, because comedies are so lame now.
They are. I agree.
Because they can't.
They're not funny.
They can't push the envelope. Just like this. This show is funny because they, the Korean accents and the dialogue and everything. But if you're afraid to do that because you don't want to offend people, then you're not going to have the show. It's not going to be funny.
I wonder what happened to. We were kind of like in that Georgie and Mandy, the spinoff from Young Sheldon. Mm-hmm. Is it done?
Have they not been putting up new episodes?
Hadn't seen one.
I don't know. Which, by the way, those not only are those characters George and Mandy far apart in age on the show, the characters, but the actors are as well.
Sure.
So he's 19 and she's 32.
In real life, he's like, I thought he was 20 something.
No.
Are you sure?
Look it up. But would they have if there was a 32-year-old man with a 19-year-old woman on sitcom and they're those ages in real life, people would say that was perverted.
Would they? I mean, that's all over the world these days.
No, not 19-year-olds. A teenager with a 32-year-old man. And them, and it shows
He's
a lot
21.
of him. He is? Well, how old is she now? Because the show's been on, they hooked up and all on the Young Sheldon show before.
She's 32.
I knew she was 32. So I'm just saying that it's gross. Making that young guy mess around with that old lady.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how many shows are out there with it reversed and movies?
I haven't seen
Give
any.
me a break.
I haven't
Don't even
seen
start.
Any. They never show that.
Don't even start.
I mean, you look at that Landman show. I think Billy Bob Thornton and Allie Larder's characters they aged them appropriately. They're both about the same age.
No, negative.
As a matter of fact, she even may be a little older than Billy Bob.
We finished that. You're done with that.
Yeah.
He didn't like it towards the end.
What you talking?
You didn't like it towards the end.
What do you mean?
You don't like those characters.
What character? I don't like the mom and the daughter on there.
No.
It just caused trouble. But I'm not the only one.
No, a lot of people
Everybody
don't.
hates but I was the first to point out
Kinda
that they were
like-
annoying.
Like Beth on Yellowstone.
I was the first to point that out.
How do you know you're the first?
Because everybody
in
was
all of the world.
everybody
Hello?
was the first in with a public voice in media.
Okay.
Everybody was doing nothing but what's his name?
Rip.
And Beth. And then one day I was like, Beth is annoying and she's trashy. and Rip is a wimp around her. She makes him a wimp. And then it's just, so what really got me though, that made me just have to speak out was when she was in that scene. I don't know what season it was. And the other cowboy that plays the guitar, the skinny one, was playing a song for her, and she's just crying. It was something about something her dad had said to her or whatever. And it seemed like, that made me think of As the World Turns or The Guiding Light, one of those shows that my mama used to watch when I was growing up. And I was like, I can't take this anymore.
And then you don't like the mom and daughter on Landman because because they act like
they're trash.
Trash.
They have no manners. They make everybody feel uncomfortable and awkward.
I do get a little uncomfortable with that. With that daughter.
Oh, and that's another one. The guy, the daughter's boyfriend, is supposed to be in high school, a teenager. He looks like
30.
he's 40.
Yeah.
He doesn't even look close to being a teenager, but in the show he's playing a teenager in high school, so a 17-year-old.
He's a North Carolinian.
And then they had a scene in there the other night where they made him do a strip, in front of some old lady.
Oh, yeah.
Now, even in Texas, would you be doing that with a high school student? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't take a high school student and to a strip club and make him strip for an old lady.
Oh, goodness sakes!
Trash, I say, just trash. All right, so we got to take a break. More great content coming up.
More next.
Every weekday, the Extra Funny podcast is available at tjriggins.com. It's uncensored and, well, extra funny. Extra Funny is sponsored by Eric Javits. Find your next great hat at Eric Javits. Get 20% off your order today by going to tjriggins.com/deals. That's tjriggins.com/deals. Then use promo code TJ at checkout.
Hey Charlotte, ready to enjoy a chef-prepared meal using delicious seasonal ingredients without ever having to leave your home? Table and Twine is the answer. Have a world-class dining experience without ever leaving your house. Learn more at tjriggins.com/tableandtwine.
Introducing the new Media Center on the tjriggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today. TJ and Jodi's house.
So, my treasure and I had a big lunch date Friday.
We did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Romance and a chill were both in the air.
We had dinner.
Yeah.
That's what we had.
Right.
Not lunch.
We had
not dinner.
We had a
dinner.
Old people date. So we went for a late lunch. And it was nice. It was nice. And then for dinner, a few hours later, I did homemade popcorn on the stove. No microwaving for this fella. Because, we're on that healthy food thing. And they say that there are plastics in that microwave bag.
Probably. I don't know.
So I did good old-fashioned kernels in a pot on the stove. Now, my friend Riggins does that all the time. That's the only way he ever has popcorn.
Did you do it in olive oil?
Huh?
Olive oil?
I did it in coconut oil.
Oh.
Just like they do at the movies.
Cool. Okay. Okay.
And, so when Riggins does it, he pops so much that it lasts him several days.
Oh, really?
Like big. And he
That's
bring
cool.
it to work and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Jodi said I got a little too much butter on it. It was soggy, but
And a little salty.
too much salt. But next time I'll know. I'm gonna do it again very soon.
Maybe tonight so we can have it for the week. Like Riggins.
Well,
that would be so
I
fun.
don't know. I go to bed early on tonight's.
Yeah. Well.
But I'll do it. Will you clean the pot? When
Yeah.
you finish? Okay. Because I'm wondering if I put a little butter in there with it, with the oil, that would give it a butter flavor without having to put actual melted butter over the top of the already popped corn.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
the grass-fed butter.
Because I noticed you melted it and then poured it on there. Mm-hmm. And I just don't. But I've never liked that anyway. A lot of people like their popcorn like that. It gets soggy to me.
I don't like that at the movies. When they just go pump that butter all over
like that.
I don't like that either. So, but that's the only way I knew to do it. So I'm gonna first of all, I'll look it up to see if that's a thing that would give it the butter flavor.
I mean, it was good, but I just know like if a little less butter and a little less salt for me. Mm-hmm. Everybody's taste buds are different.
Yeah. Instead of salt, I should have just used Tony Sachery's Creole seasoning.
No, do not do that on mine. Please.
Well,
No, we can can we split it in half? And then
Jodi, we don't need to do things separately.
Okay, well, we are
We
on
need
that.
to share everything, baby bird.
Stop. I like bird better than kitten.
Well, kitten ate the bird, so.
Okay.
So yeah, we're still doing the organic diet. I can still barely say it because it sounds so liberal, but I haven't lost any weight. How many weeks is this we've been doing it?
We've been doing it since the 1st of January, 6th, whatever that Monday was. But you cannot, you've had several cheat days on this where you didn't even worry one bit about organic. Mm-hmm. And 2, just because it's organic, like chips and salsa, you can't eat a bunch of chips and salsa.
I haven't been eating a bunch of it. I'm telling you, I haven't. I wouldn't even bring it up if I know that I'd been eating a bunch of crap.
And I will say it is hard because, like you were saying, you can't grab something for lunch. You can't grab. It's all about cooking. However, we probably should do like everybody else does and meal prep on Sunday so that we have that ready to go.
We got too much to do on Sunday.
I agree. We shouldn't even be working on Sunday. It's a day of rest.
Yeah, we're not doing that, or I'm not. I don't care about because I don't mind. I've been eating. What would be called a clean breakfast every morning.
Sure.
And then I don't eat hardly anything for the rest of the day because I'm trying not to eat like heavy lunch. Like I don't want a hot lunch. Mm-hmm. So I'll eat some of that gritty, natural peanut butter on some toasted birdseed bread, and that'll be my lunch.
But I do think you've lost weight.
Well, I don't know.
I do.
And just maybe the beard camouflaging it.
I do think though we haven't been on it long if you think about it, and there've been every weekend there's cheat days and
a cheat day, one a week.
Okay. Did you cut?
Well, except this week we went out on Thursday and we had that.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
and here's the deal: like you can't do it all that way. If you do 80% of it that way. Mm-hmm. And then you just don't worry about the 20%. The other side of this is we both need to exercise on top of that. And we haven't. And we haven't had time.
Because it's been cold,
It's been freezing cold. I'm thinking about, this is something I could ask everybody. I want to get one of those walking pads that everybody's getting. But I want to make sure there's a handle because I'm scared I'm going to fall off. And...
Well, doesn't it tell you whether it comes with
it
one?
It does, but here's the thing. There's so many, and there's so many different reviews on them. Mm-hmm. I know, I want to make sure it's wide enough, and I want to make sure it's long enough. And you see there's so many, number one, and there's so many different reviews. You know, some people think it's not wide enough. Some people say it's perfect. I mean, it's all over the map. Mm-hmm. But I'd really love one because I love to walk. It looks like this week I'm going to be able to go outside some. But I think that would be a great thing. And then your desk here rises and stuff, so you could even stand it up and walk while you're doing stuff.
I don't think that it would be able to support my weight is one thing.
Yes, it will.
But, I do. I need to get back into lifting weights and doing all that stuff. But the problem is... we don't have a best friend that's almost, considered family that maybe would own a state-of-the-art workout facility and training center.
Right.
That's even open 24 hours a day, to fit the schedule.
I wish we knew someone.
Yeah, if we had that, then we would have no excuses. Little friend Jenny owns a workout facility that there's nothing close to it in this whole area as far as how nice it is and the stuff that
we just
they
have to get our lazy tails over there and do it.
Well, it's so far though,
away
from
it's not far,
especially from my work. when we're at the studio,
oh my gosh,
doing the TJ and Riggins stuff. little friend Jenny's workout place called Jet Fitness is, I'm not joking, no more than 3 minutes away from the studio.
Yeah. And you even have a little office there if you had to dip in and do some work.
I do. She even gave me an office in there. It's got my name on the desk.
Yeah,
the whole
we
thing,
got to
and
do
it's-
better. You know what I'm going to say?
I mean,
February.
if it just could be just a little more convenient, I would go.
Yeah. I mean, it's right there.
Yeah. I mean, if we had a one of those little scanner card things that would let us get in at any time we wanted to.
I wish she had some group classes too. You know how much group classes.
Especially if they were taught by people that you're friends with outside of there.
I know.
And that you meet for brunch right after they get through teaching their classes.
I do.
And stuff.
Oops.
We're just not in that world.
We're
not around that workout world.
It's just not convenient for us.
No.
We don't even know. That's so pathetic.
So you see, it's not our fault that we haven't been working out. Just the planets haven't aligned.
No.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. So we got to go.
Make popcorn.
Yeah, we're gonna make thick buttered popcorn, slathered in it, and then watch football.
Oh, that's right. Big games today.
Yeah, we record on Sundays, so if you're wondering why we're saying that. All right. So we'll talk to you next week. Hopefully we can make 2 podcasts in a row.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Baby steps.
Okay.
Baby steps.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
That's it for this week's edition of TJ and Jodi's House. Take care, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, it's TJ, and I am telling you what, if you haven't seen Jewelers on Main in Mooresville, you're really missing out. Beautiful, beautiful pieces with jewelry repair done in-house. You can even design your own piece of jewelry. You're going to love them. Jewelers on Main in downtown Mooresville.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Did you know you can add the home page to your phone's home screen? It's easy. Check out the instructions at the top, and it only has to be done once. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
When it comes to football, I know where I'm headed. Wild Wing Cafe. They've got hot wings, cold beer, and football on all the big screens. It's the best place to catch every play, enjoy some killer wings, and ice-cold drinks. See you at Wild Wing Cafe, your game day headquarters.